Alright, so we're back with more Dominaria Standard. And we got a classic here. Dominaria is all about going back to the roots, you know? And really feeling Dominaria, old school magic, etc., etc. What's more old school than White Weenie? So we have kind of a classic White Weenie deck here. And let's take a look. So we got a lot of new cards. I mean, not a ton, but I would say the most important cards of a deck are the new cards. We have Benalish Marshal, which is a walking glorious anthem. Pretty good on rate. A 3/3 for 3 is like, you know, fine. And then being a glorious anthem is pretty insane. So obviously we're a big time go wide deck. Deck has tons of tokens and stuff in it. So the anthem effect is going to be really, really good. And then we also have History of Benalia. And this card seems to be one of like the better cards in the set, in my opinion. Make a 2/2, make a 2/2, pump your 2/2s. We're not going super hard on the knight theme, so we're not going to be like pumping our entire team with this. But even so, just 3 mana for 2 2/2s is already pretty good, and then getting an extra bonus out of it at the end is pretty great. So, orange toots. So those are the new cards. Our old cards, now let's go through real fast. We have Legion's Landing, excellent card, obviously. Doesn't need too much introduction. Then we have Skymarcher Aspirant, also great 1-drop. The big thing here is that I think this deck is going to ascend and get City's Blessing very, very quickly. History of Benalia is 3 permanents for 3 mana. Legion's Landing is 2 permanents for 2 mana. 2 permanents for 2 mana. Possibly 4 permanents for 4 mana. So I think we're going to ascend really, really quickly. So Skymarcher Aspirant, if you're ascending fast, is insane. It's a flying Savannah Lions. So really, really good. So that one makes a lot of sense. The one everyone's questioning in chat here is Snubhorn Sentry. So why are we playing Snubhorn Sentry? The biggest reason is this deck looks pretty bad against Goblin Chain Whirler. And I wanted to find some ways to try and mitigate that. If we don't have a Marshal in play, Chain Whirler kills like half our creatures. And Chain Whirler is insane. It's a really, really good card. Mono Red is going to be one of the best decks in the format. We're playing that deck later in the stream. So I wanted to try and hedge a bit against that card. I also just think that we're going to have City's Blessing on turn 3 or 4 probably. Meaning we're going to be a turn off or 2 for Sentry. But then have a Wild and Coddle. So it may be bad. I'm not sure. We're going to try it out. We're trying it, like I said, we're trying to hedge against Chain Whirler. And then it also could just like block for a turn or 2 also, which is fine. Not sure on this one. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. We're obviously playing our other 1-drops first if we have them. So, you know, if we have Aspirant or Legion's Landing, we're playing that one first. So if you think about it like that, if we're going to play this card on turn 2 or 3, by the time we get attacked with it, we'll probably have City's Blessing. So that's pretty cool. Dauntless Bodyguard, I mean, I think it's a really good card. I think it's very, very good. It's just super weak to Chain Whirler. And yeah, you can protect like one of your other creatures with it, but like it's still just, if you play it turn 1, you can't. I don't know. We're going to try it. We're trying it out. We always experiment here on the stream. You never learn if you don't try. So we're trying out Snubhorn. Adanto Vanguard, obviously insane. Baffling End is our removal spell of choice because we can't play Steal Away. I know you're saying it in chat. Yes, Steal Away is a very, very good new card for defensive decks. We're an offensive deck. We're looking to remove blockers. So Baffling End is the clear choice in my opinion. We got Servo Exhibition for a few tokens to go wide. And then we have Sram's expertise as well for that. So the bigger question we have here is we're not really sure what pump effect we want to play. So we have 2 Cartouche of Solidarity. A way to pump our creatures out of Chain Whirler range. Gives us better ascend. Just a solid card. It's not great, but it's fine. Also give it Trial of Solidarity, which is a really good pump effect for all of our tokens. But, you know, a little narrow overall. Then we have Pride of Conquerors, which is possibly the most powerful, but really requires a City Blessing to be good. +2/+2 is pretty insane. I'm not sure which one's the best, so we're trying out one of each. Or 2 of each, I suppose. Then our lands, Shefet Dunes, a huge payoff for going mono white and it's not mono white, but just having a utility land and pumping all of our creatures. And then we have 2 Memorial of Glory. For flooding, pretty good tool. Only 2, comes in tapped. Seems cool. Oketra's Monument is not going to work in this deck because we're playing a ton of non-creatures. We only have actual 16 creatures in our deck, and 8 of them are 1-drops. You know, we have History and Expertise. All these cards are not actually creatures. Sideboard, we're trying to shore up our mono-red matchup because we are terribly scared of Chain Whirler. We have 3 Harvesters, 2 Ixalan's Bindings, 2 Thopter Arrests, 2 Authority of the Consuls, and 2 Gideons for the mono-red matchup. Also, we have the Gideons and the Cruisers and possibly even Harvesters against mass removal decks as a way to play a variety of threats. Some extra removal in case we need it. Ixalan's Blinding against Scarab God and stuff like that. And, of course, Fragmentize for just random artifacts and enchantments. So, that's the deck. Pretty simple take on White Weenie. We're going to see how it plays. We're not really sure. We're going to find out. Let's roll. Competitive Standard League. We had a very good day playing Standard yesterday. We went 4-1 with our Bant Approach update and 4-1 on our Sram Auras update. Sanu says thoughts on going 2-2 with Sentry or Bodyguard. We already know Bodyguard's like a pretty good Magic card. I want to try full Sentry and to see how it goes. Maybe it's bad, maybe it's good. We'll find out better this way. So we'll see. Procession, yeah, is way too expensive. We're a beatdown deck. We're playing 20 lands. We're going to try and kill our opponent. We have 12 1-drops. We only have a few cards that cost more than 3. We're a White Weenie deck through and through. And the Bant Approach League, the Sram Auras League, will be on YouTube in the next few days. This video will also be on YouTube. If you're from the future and watching this video on YouTube right now, hi. What's stock market look like? And make sure you follow on YouTube. If you haven't followed the stream, make sure you follow the stream. All sorts of Dominaria content coming up. So Sentry can also attack to flip landing. Sure, like if we have a pump effect in play, like Sentry's still a creature that can attack. So do I think Twin Cast Wizard has any chance of breaking into Standard? I don't know what. Oh, the 3/3 for 4? Probably not. All right, let's go. No chain whirlers, please. So I did play 1 pre-release last night, and it's kind of embarrassing. Kind of like this hand is embarrassing. I'll show you 6 cards from my deck last night, and you can guess my record. You ready? These 6 cards are in my sealed deck last night.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Guess my record. 4 rounds. You guess my record. Alright, so we're going to mulligan here. Nice draft deck, bro. Alright, we're going to keep. Oh, good one. Alright, so we got... Drawing the history there is really, really good. That's a very good one. So yeah, we went 2 and 2. We actually went 1 and 2. My opponent didn't show up one round. Ah, crap. Chain Whirler time. So yeah. So like right now we can see how good Chain Whirler is because I don't even want to cast this Aspirant. But we're going to because we can't not cast it, I don't think. So wow, Quattro rude. Harry Potter. Yeah. All right. Don't have Chain Whirler, please. Just don't have it. I'd be really, really happy if I didn't get Chain Whirler here. We're definitely going to, but I don't think we had a choice as far as playing Aspirant on turn 2. We didn't know they were playing mono red either. 1 mountain could be like a lot of other things too. I guess not a lot, but Yeah, obviously. I'm telling you guys, this card, in a few months, everyone's going to be really, really pissed at this card. I think this card is a serious design mistake. It's going to be severely limiting. Just like, I think it's very similar to Ferocidon in what it does to the format as far as limiting things. And I think it's actually better than Ferocidon. So, take that as you will. This is actually pretty insane. I guess not really, because it has First Strike. This card is so stupid. Like, we could trial an attack here and then bounce the trial, but alright, I guess we're going to do it anyway. Yeah, it's like, this card is just better than Ferocidon at doing all the things that Ferocidon did. Except against approach, obviously. But, alright, we're going to trial Cartouche attack. Like, I think it probably should have been a 2-2, so it wasn't a card that's so easy to main deck. We need a got Chain Whirler count? You got it. I like that. Good idea.
Fresh meat.
Alright. It's on 1. Alright, so we get to smash here for solid 5. It's not bad. It's not bad. Next turn's a pretty big attack. I'm not going to lie. So, obviously, mulliganing and getting 2 for 1, or 2 for 0'd off Chain Whirler is pretty insane, but Chandra? Okay. Bounce trial count? Nah, we're going to do Chain Whirler count. Alright, Chandra's pretty good. Like, how do you get through this card? Alright, I mean, we are obviously dead this game. They have multiple first strike power. We've drawn 5 lands and mulliganed and got 2 for 0'd with Chain Whirler. Now they have a Chandra in play and we can never attack. I think we're about to go to the next game. Like I said in the our deck tech pre-league, this deck is going to struggle against this card. And I tried to make it not struggle, but hey, that's funny. Yeah, I think this card is a huge design mistake. Cool art, though, on the Knight token. That's some pretty sweet art. Kenra. Okay, sure. Updated ban approach deck. We streamed that yesterday. That'll be on the YouTube soon. Keep an eye out for that one. Alright, I mean, it's a card, I guess. We're playing mono red next, so I figured I would let Chain Whirler beat up on us a little bit, and then we're gonna be the bad guy in the next league. So mono red is our next deck in the docket, if you will. So don't worry, we'll be on. We'll have a Chain Whirler them counter soon. So all right, we were obviously prepared for this. We knew this was a thing that could happen. So we're gonna be bringing in our harvesters, Thopter Arrest, authorities, bindings, and we're gonna cut pretty heavily on our 1 toughness creatures. Yeah, I'm like, Lyra Dawnbringer is a good idea, but it costs so much. We're only playing 20 lands. It's possible we could have boarded, like, 2 Scavenger Grounds and play the Lyra. Alright, so we're going to cut all the Servo Exhibitions. We're also going to cut all the pump spells because they aren't really good. We're going to be more of like a mid-range deck, I think. I kind of want the Gideons too, honestly. Maybe we can cut like 2 Skymarcher Aspirants. Or I think we can leave a Sram's Expertise because it's usually going to be after Chain Whirler. We can't cut everything, obviously. So we need to cut... I think I want the Gideons. I might even want the Cruisers, honestly. I feel like we just need to... cut down on our 1 toughness doofers. Maybe that's too. Maybe the Cruisers aren't. The Cruisers. I mean, I think maybe Cruiser on the play. It's a 5/3. Like on the draw, Gideon and Cruiser seem a lot worse. On the play, they seem pretty good. Basically, the question is, how deep do we want to go here? Adanto Vanguard is also not super. Yeah, I'm gonna cut the Vanguards. I mean, like in Sram auras, you always leave the Vanguards because, like, obviously they're insane with auras, but maybe we just cut Vanguard. Vanguard's so good on the play, though. Yeah. Expertise is also very good with the cards we're adding. I wouldn't mind another land, too, though. It's pretty tough, actually. I'm not sure. Maybe just Skymarcher Aspirant? Let's go 2 and 2. I honestly don't know. I think we want to do it like... I think we want to be like this on the play. It's a lot of 3s. I'm not sure, honestly. Okay, this works for me. This is pretty good. I think Cruiser's only on the play, for sure. And I think that on the draw, definitely not. We might not want it might not want it at all, but we'll try it out. Alright, that's fine. I mean, like, we know we cut some of our early creatures. We have history and expertise, which is pretty good. Sure. So this is great. So they have, like, strike or whatever up. Our sentry should be good also here, too. So, alright, so we get to go history. Nice. Nice Chain Whirler. Doofus. Alright, so we're going to Baffling in the Chain Whirler and play Sentry, I think. Yeah, no, definitely. We could Expertise and Baffling in the Chain Whirler, but then if they have another one, which I think is very likely, they kept a hand, they didn't have a 1-drop or a 2-drop, so we're just going to Baffling End. Our Sentry's looking pretty good here, which is kind of the idea again. We have pretty big attack set up for next turn. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 9 permanents. It's fine. We'll have more next turn. Scavenger Grounds. I think playing Scavenger Grounds in your Chain Whirler deck is a bad idea. Okay. So Pia. Alright, so pump the Knights. We're going to Sram into Baffling End. And attack for about 1 million. So we attack for 10 here, and we have lethal all set up with a removal spell. This plan seemed to... I mean, they didn't do much on turn 1 and 2, which is pretty big, but I'd say this plan worked out reasonably well for us. Like, Fleetwheel would look good here. Obviously, Gideon would look good here. Wait, Chain Whirler does damage to players too? That's insane. Players and Planeswalkers? What were they thinking? I didn't realize it dealt damage to players too and Planeswalkers. Sweltering Suns? Chain Whirler, sure. Oh wait, I gotta up the counter here. Gotta get that counter going. Not that one, hold on. That's 3. You guys thought this card was bad, but we can't cast it, so because they have a 3/3 first striker. What an insane card. Oh, I guess we'll kill Chandra. Harry. Multiple Scavenger Grounds. Rekindling Phoenix. Card's pretty good. Alright. I think we have to attack. If they have an Abrade here, it's kind of rough, but I feel like they might have cast it already. I cast Chandra the previous turn. We gave him no target for... Alright, cool. Alright. About that sideboard. Alright, so now we're going to... I think you want the Skymarchers over the Vanguards. Vanguard seems bad on a draw. I think I kind of want to leave the Cruisers in, honestly. I just don't like. I don't want any of these cards. I just don't want any of them. Like maybe Cartouche of Solidarity, but I got the best draws. I mean, I had like 7 lands at the end there, right? 6, 7 lands. My 20 land deck. Not that I'm complaining. I'm just saying my draw wasn't like wow. I think it's Cartouche or Cruiser. Even Cartouching like a landing token. Yeah, I guess we're going to take the Cruiser out and we'll Cartouche. Try that. You folks are tuning in. Welcome to the stream. My name is Jim Davis. We're playing some new Standard. This is our first match with, this works. Our White Weenie deck. This is a pretty good hand. And we are in game 3 against Mono Red. Alright, I like to draw no more lands. I think our hands are pretty good, but no more lands, please. Okay, so we can't realistically cast Cartouche here because we just get blown out by a lot of stuff. We have a lot of 3s also, but I think we're alright. If we can Cartouche our Marshal, actually, get it to 4 power, it's pretty good. Chain Whirler is insane. Vampire Whitehawk for the Chain Whirler decks. It's not a bad idea. It still just dies to Lightning Strike and everything, though, so... Chain Whirler. No, Pia. Okay. Okay. Another Cartouche. Okay. I think you want a history here. Think we want to... Well, Skymarcher's insane. Now, the 2/1 Knight is a consideration, but Skymarcher's much, much better. I think we just history here and say go and set up for a really big next turn. It's funny, because like typically the mono white deck always beats the mono red deck of the format. Chain Whirler is just... No monuments. We only have like 16 creatures in our deck. Deck list is on the overlay, my friends. Exclamation point deck list. Alright, there's Chandra. but Chandra doesn't really have a ton to do here. Sure. So now we get to... It's probably Marshal, Cartouche, attack Chandra, they chump. The thing is, we can... Cartouching the I guess they can deal 4 to the Marshal, too. Yeah, alright, this is fine. I know, going to a lifelink creature. We're coming in, attacking Chandra. They're going to chump with the Thopter. We're going to gain 3 life. Cartouche Gideon? Oh, like play Gideon? I don't think so. Right? Like, because I want to have the Marshal in play for next turn. When the history goes off, we get a huge attack in. Like, next turn is going to be pretty fresh. Where do you download this client at? Just Google Magic Online. You'll find it. Make 2 red? That's scary. Siege Gang Commander? You trying to go wide on me? Alright. Thanks, Murph. Hey, that's a pretty good draw. Like... Alright, so... Knights are huge.
Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Then we're going to play our entire hand. I think we're actually going to Gideon plus the Siege Gang, which will stop it from doing any damage next turn, I suppose. And, like, they can't really... I guess they're not going to block with it anyway. Let's think here. We're going to be playing Snubhorn and Cartouche. We're going to flip landing also, which is pretty cool. I guess if we could not play Gideon, just flip landing and make a token. Alright. What's... Fun. No problem, my friend. Thanks for the donation.
Up less than 3 cheers, M8.
We don't want this to die. That's a pretty big one. Well, Chandra can't do stuff till next turn. This is actually pretty complicated. They double block on the Marshal and kill it. Things are pretty ugly. I think we're just gonna Cartouche the Marshal and attack.
10 points to Gryffindor.
We'll send... We gotta send some stuff at Chandra, I guess. But like, then they can just defend it really easy. This is a really complicated turn. We could just go straight for them and try and kill them over 2 turns, because we're gonna have 3 extra attackers next turn. I do want to, and we gotta keep this Marshal alive. That's really important. So I think cartouching the Marshal to get it out of lightning strike range is pretty huge. Because Marshal defends us against Chain Whirler. We're going to play Cartouche, make a token, Snubhorn, and make a token off Legion's Landing. So yeah, we're gonna Cartouche here. I think we're going to attack them. Plusing on Siege Gang doesn't really matter because they can just do it on our upkeep or on our turn. So, and I'd rather just make a Legion's Landing token. So let's do that. Next time we're going to Shefet Dunes also. So let's do that. And we're going to attack them with everything. Take that, Harry. This thing flips. Thanks for following, everyone. Appreciate it very, very much. If you're watching on Twitch, haven't followed yet, make sure you follow. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Want everyone to know that I skipped playing poker today. It is the monthly poker tournament I usually play at. Because I just couldn't resist hopping on and playing some Dominaria for you guys. So, yeah, we got a trade here and probably some chumps. And then we get to slam down Sentry and slam Sentry. That's kind of a weird block.
I bet my wood.
Oh, you jumped the 5-4, not the 6-5. Alright.
Crap, dude.
Thanks for following, everyone. You guys are great. Give yourself a hand. We have over 800 viewers. Terrific audience. We're beating Chain Whirler with our mono red deck. You thought it couldn't be done, and here we are. We're doing it. Cartouche has been pretty good this game. This card's also pretty good, too. So... Now what, opponent? Harry.
Fresh meat.
Harry.
Hey, where'd you get those? I bought them when we filled up. Well, wait, we're supposed to talk about all expenditures, Lloyd. We are on a very tight budget. This didn't come out of our travel fund. Oh. No, I was able to raise 25 extra bucks before we left. Where did you get 25 extra bucks? I sold some stuff to Billy and 4C. The blind kid? Yeah. What did you sell him, Lloyd? What kind of stuff? I don't know.
Opponent's in a tank.
Cards, a sack of marbles. Petey.
Petey.
Petey? You sold my dead bird to a blind kid?
Oh, and look, right on time, our opponent's ready to play with us. Cool. It's like in double siege gang our thing, and then Chain Whirler one of our tokens. All right, yeah, that's a thing. Seen any Steel Leaf Champions yet? Nope. That card's very good though. All right. Shrink the team a little bit. They have a Chain Whirler too. Man, they got everything. All right. Chain Whirler is so good. All right. So we got... Oh boy. All right. Yeah, 3 cards left. And a 3/3 first striker that's almost impossible to attack. This game was going so well. I guess we can... Now we kind of need to kill Chandra too. I guess we can slow down a little bit. We can like Gideon plus on Chain Whirler, just attack with everything and kill Chandra. Or attack with most things and then just play Allegiance Landing and flip it. Alright. Maybe set up for a... Because the Shefet Dunes doesn't really do anything at the moment, so... Alright. So, yeah. Prevent that damage. This also can't attack us now, either. Alright, now we're going to attack... Chandra, them, right? So they, no block they make and save Chandra. Can I do one less? No, they block this, 3. Yeah, so we kill Chandra, deal some damage to them. Flip landing again, which doesn't really matter, I suppose, but I should tap the landing, obviously, whatever, doesn't matter. Whatever. So we get to kill Chandra, deal a few points of damage here, and we're like pretty well set up for next turn. I still have 3 cards in hand. Another Chain Wheeler is still very good. They can't really attack Gideon. If they have like a Glory Bringer, that would be a pretty big disaster. They did think for a while last turn, honestly, before coming to Siege Gang, Chain Whirler. So if they have a Glory Bringer here, it's definitely possible. Okay. They can save Chandra? Oh, yeah. I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. Alright. Well, I guess it shrinks so they can't... No, we killed... So they could have, They could have blocked... Whatever. Alright, sure. This works out very well for us. So Chandra's dead. We gain some life. Do kind of wish we had Lyra Dawnbringer in our deck, I'm not going to lie. But don't have Glorybringer. Another Chain Whirler. God, would you take it easy? Just take it easy, opponent. Two cards left. Even Gideon can't take it. That's a good draw. That is a quality draw step. Maybe we shouldn't have flipped the Adanto. That doesn't actually matter. Never mind. Pete says, favorite best Magic players of all time? I don't know. We can't really attack. We're just going to play Harvester. I guess we can pump and attack. Actually, if we go Gideon Creature Shefet Dunes, that's theoretically lethal and forces chump blocks, but if anything goes wrong, it's really bad for us. We're just going to cast our Harvester and plus Gideon and say go. Without Harvester, we probably just go for it, but it sucks we can't make a token of it, whatever, but... Smacking him with Gideon. We don't really have any good blocks to defend Gideon. I think that makes Gideon a little too easy to kill, so... Well, we could like not play the landing and then it later, but it doesn't actually matter, so... I was thinking we could have had 1 extra mana, but we can't. Hazard. Alright, Hazard's pretty good. Can Hazard deal damage to Planeswalker still? No, cannot. Alright, so rules change. So now they attack Gideon, and we have to decide if we want to keep Gideon or this Vampire token. Vampire token's somewhat important because actually we have this to crew, so we're just gonna block and keep Gideon around, I think. Title misspelled? What did I misspell? What did I do? So they got 1 card left. Unreal. Did I spell Dominaria wrong? Domin. Looks spelled right to me, right? Oh, Dominaria. Got it. Thanks, folks. What would I do without you guys, you know? What would I do? I would just sit here with things misspelled and not know what to do with myself. Alright, Christ. I guess maybe we just give up on this Gideon. You just don't have any good attack. Maybe we should have just kept the creature. All right. Stop distracting me, everyone. Come on. 3. Make a token. Our life total is irrelevant. So, like, maybe we should just let go of Gideon. Yeah, I guess we can just, like, fire up. Crew Harvester, attack. Maybe we didn't need to. Maybe we could have just crew with the Sentry. That might have been better. Whatever. Crew. We'll just plus on Hazoret. And just pluck away with this Harvester. Like, until they draw a Braid, this Harvester's almost unkillable. Which is great. And now if they want to kill Gideon, they have the double Chain Whirler attack. So, I mean, and then we have lethal on the backswing. This is pretty good. All right. Well, they're flooding pretty good. I mean, we are too, I guess. They have 8 lands. We have 7. So here we're just going to give Gideon up. Never going to give you up. Yeah, this is fine. Johnny Cakes, our second sub of the stream. Johnny Cakes, what's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? And what do you want to name Nicole's puppy? That's right, if we get 1,000 subs, we're going to get Nicole a puppy. I don't really want a puppy, but we're going to get Nicole a puppy anyway. So yes, the Planeswalker redirection rule has changed. For those who are unaware, Hazoret can no longer deal damage to Planeswalkers. Great rule change in my opinion. The old rule, extremely non-intuitive. Doesn't make a lot of sense. That you can't, like, I bolt you to bolt your Planeswalker. I want to bolt your Planeswalker. So, excellent rules change in my opinion. See, I think we're in pretty great shape here. We're at a solid 36. They discard a second Hazoret, sure. So we beat Chain Whirler. That's pretty cool. I guess I shouldn't say we beat it yet. But it's looking good. Just don't draw a Braid. Or Rekindling Phoenix. That's also a problem. Okay. Good draw, opponent. Guess we'll keep playing. Got this Adanto going. Thopter Arrest. Plains. Close. It was close. It was close. It was almost what I wanted. So Harvester's now on D, and we have no good attacks. All right, so we'll just sit here and keep making tokens. This is a sorcery, right? What do I think of Wizards removing it to your mana pool? That's fine. Makes sense. Add a white, whatever. Watching on a cell phone, what does Goblin Chain Whirler do? Well, there you go. You're going to want to know what this card does. It's one of the best cards in the format. Red for a 3/3 first striker. When it comes into play, it deals 1 damage to your opponent and all their stuff. Planeswalkers and creatures. Only your opponent's stuff for some reason, too. Like, if it dealt 1 damage to everything, it'd also be a little more reasonable. Alright, we draw a spell, please. That's a spell. Oh, we're getting Chain Whirler next turn. Like, you wouldn't even believe. Alright. He's a very talented goblin. He's very capable of maintaining his chain control only to opponent's creatures, not to their own. That's a donation. Lyret? Lyret, thanks, my friend. What a great donation. Everyone give Ly a hand for that excellent donation. All right, this should be probably game here. It's Sorcery Speed Desert. All right, so they look pretty dead here. We're just going to do everything. Sure. Yeah, I mean, they can't really have anything here. They have 4 blockers, 4 attackers. We have 2 across many, many creatures. Pretty happy to shove here. Also at 34, if something does go wrong, we can't even die next turn. Would you do what I want you to do? We had every option but the one we actually wanted to do. Alright. Instant speed Chain Whirler. Alright, we're in. We beat Mono Red. I knew that would be tough going into this. When I built the deck, I built it with Chain Whirler in mind and still felt like we would struggle with it. But am I excited to draft tomorrow? Draft what? Johnny Cakes is John from the Philly area. Favorite card is Entreat the Angels. Favorite deck is Standard Band Company. Been playing for about 1 year. Name the puppy Avacyn and F the Rangers. I like everything you said there, except for that last part. You gotta be careful with that last part, alright? Alright, so, excellent. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We have topped 900 viewers. Give yourself a hand. Matt Meister, the rest of the bits.
My ad bits, Jim for being a swell dude. Sorry, I don't have more. Cheer 1C.
I thought I was going to say all the cheers. Malt, not Matt, Malt. Malt, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. You guys are awesome for tuning in here on this wonderful Sunday. And we are 1-0 with our White Weenie deck. Here it is. History of Benalia and Benalish Marshal. And we're playing Snubhorn to try and reduce our vulnerability to Goblin Chain Whirler. It's played well so far. We have a pretty big sideboard plan for Mono Red, and it worked. I thought we would do well against non-Mono Red decks and struggle against Mono Red, but hey, this is great. Why aren't I an Islander fan? Because the Islanders stink. Most viewers at a time, I think like 1,200. So, Knight of Grace is good, but I don't think it's like particularly better than any of the cards already in the deck. Oh man, we draw lands hands pretty good. We're on the draw. We only have 20 lands in our deck though. We're playing Snubhorn over Bodyguard because I wanted to reduce our vulnerability to Chain Whirler and Mono Red in general. And we ascend really, really fast. Like, for example, this hand is 7 cards. It's actually 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 12 permanents in only 7 cards. So, 19 lands. Got to draw a land in our first 2. Our Saga's legendary? No. Just weird. It would make sense if they were legendary, right? But they're not. So, Pumpkin says we're getting a land 100%. All right, I'll keep. Well, I like the counter showing how many times it was cast against us. Lando? Ho 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 ho. Okay. All right, so we're going to play Skymarcher. Sun Petal Grove, Aether Hub, and adding Voice of Plenty? Nah. It's a little costly. Adanto Vanguard. Okay. Servo Exhibition. So, I would like to flip our Legion's Landing ASAP to get us some more mana. We can do that next turn. Maybe, depending on what attacks are possible. Untamed Kavu. I don't know what that is. Post the text in chat. Playing Adanto Vanguard is our best chance for an attack, though. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be attacking with 3 creatures next turn. I think they're likely to play a reasonable blocker, so we're just gonna go Adanto Vanguard. Yeah. So basically, these things being non-legend rules is sort of like having Grandpa around. Let me tell you about the history of Benalia. Then, like an hour later, You ever heard about the history of Benalia? And like at dinner time? Let me tell you about the history of Benalia. It was an important time. Grandpa, we know. Legion Lieutenant. Okay. Grandpa. Alright, well, no blocks here. Alright, let's draw a land, please. Back in my day. Alright, Legion Lieutenant's pretty good against us. We really need a land here. Yeah, we gotta draw some lands or we're in big trouble. We can swing, but it's not great. I guess we kind of have to. Would I trade a Skymarcher for a vampire token? I guess at this point I would. So, alright. Thanks, Catharic. We're going to double spell here. Snubhorn actually blocks pretty well. So, we're also at 7 permanents. 1 land and we're City's Blessing, so. I guess we also can just like Suicide Attack next turn and flip this. Pumpkin, you did your job, alright? You did a great job. I'm proud of the work you did, Pumpkin. You got us there. Yeah, I don't know if we can beat this. This is pretty silly. Alright. Our opponent is going wider than we are. Oh my god. Alright, our opponent's got a pretty filthy hand here, and our stumbling is not going to allow us to defeat it. They have 2 3/3s on defense. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go to the next game. Alright. We're going to want some more removal. I don't think we actually want that much more removal, but I don't think we want Harvester. Yeah, I think we're just going to shave down on Servo Exhibition. It's probably like the weakest card in the deck. And I don't even know if we want these now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, screw it. We're just going to Goldfish them. I think on the play, we're going to get in the board faster when we have more pump spells. Authority's not good. Authority's good against haste creatures. But, yeah, we're just going to run it back, actually. On the draw, I might want more removal, but on the play, I think we're just going to do it. Dragon Mage asks, do I think Affinity can take advantage of Karn in Modern? Maybe. Come on now. Come on. Alright. This hand's pretty powerful. Gonna keep. We gotta bottom it. We just need lands. Right. We have a few Baffling Ends. I think that like we can just Goldfish them, honestly. I think on average our guys are gonna be a lot bigger. They just drew 2 Lords that game. We have a lot more Lords than that, so or pump effects, I mean. How has the Memorial been working? Haven't drawn it yet. First time drawing it. We draw a land, we're good. Charge is a pretty weak Magic card. Adanto Vanguard, sure. So they can't attack. We can't attack either. Well, I guess we can attack. Just trade 4 for 4. I don't mind that. Just trade. We really want to draw a land. God, we really want to draw a land next turn. So the question is, would I trade 4 damage for 4 damage here? I think I would. I think we're on the offensive and our hand's pretty good. We're about to play a lot of big stuff. So yes, we're going to attack. Yeah, we'll pay 4. No paid 4 life counter this time. We're on the got chain Whirlwind counter. Well, if they attack with it, then we also get to attack back. So I think that's the point. I think we're racing And we, with History and Marshal and Baffling End, Sram expertise, I think we're in a good spot to race. So the question is, I think, you know, given the board state, would I rather us both at 16 or 20? I'd rather us both at 16. Play Benalish pre-combat? I mean, I want to cast the History. Ugh. That's pretty good. That's kind of a tilt. All right. This card's pretty annoying. We drew the land. So I guess we're just going to slam jam back. We're going to go expertise into Marshal. Marshal. So now we have 3/3 and Vanguard attackers.
Melvin.
They block the Vanguard with the Skymarcher. Am I paying 4 life? I think so.
Wise man say, forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late.
Thanks for following, everyone. If you haven't followed the stream, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that follow button there as well. Pretty interesting game we got going here. We've drawn our lands. It's played out pretty well. I mean, our overall plan is working as far as just getting really aggro. That's a really interesting block. All right. Yeah, sure. They may have a way to kill our Marshal, but even then, we have we draw a land, we Shefet Dunes. If you don't draw a land, we have Baffling End.
Welcome aboard.
So here's an interesting spot. Would I trade a Servo for a Boros Charm? Considering that my Marshal might be dying this turn. I think the answer... Would I trade a Servo for a Boros Charm? This is more like a Lightning Helix, I guess, is going to gain 3 life also. This does turn on push if they have it to kill the Marshal, which is kind of annoying as far as like things we don't want to do. Right, DK, that's what I was thinking also. So maybe we just let it ride. Push has nice synergy with this card. That's kind of cool. All right, where should I take it? With our removal spell and our big attack next turn, turns on push. What is this? Ugh. All right. I mean, they still don't really have good blocks, right? Like, all right. So our knights get huge. Those are getting chump blocked for sure. They have enough blockers where we don't even want a Shefet Dunes. I think we're just gonna kill this. It's like block. Take 6, gain 3. Could end step Memorial too. Make 2. But if we Memorial, we can't Shefet Dunes probably. So I guess we're just gonna kill this because like I want this gone anyway. And like even if it could block, it might not block. It's hard. We gotta figure out how they're gonna block, I guess. It also makes a double block or a triple block on the Marshal work. Yeah, we gotta kill this thing. Otherwise, they can double block the Marshal and then single block the tokens and stuff, and they'll end up trading. So, not like the best Baffling End of all time, but pretty big swing here. So they got to line up some chumps here for the most part. Suppose they have a Lord. That's pretty interesting. All right, cool. I'm definitely cool with that. I'm happy trading 1 Servo for 2 Vampires. They take 8, gain 4, I go to 9. Keep that card in our hand. I don't want to alarm anybody. We are closing in on the fabled 1,000 viewers. So, if you ever wanted to call Grandma and tell her to turn on the stream, now's the time, alright? 943 awesome viewers. Yeah, no blocks here. They can't have settle, which is cool. They have another one of those stupid token makers. Alright, this is fine. I mean, we just kind of like, just keep mushing through. I think I screwed up. Nah, I didn't. Never mind. I can play the land, sack Memorial, draw land, play land next turn, so... We're not there yet. That's kind of a tilt. So we... That's really annoying. Alright. They have 3 blocks. We Shefet Dunes. Probably just Shefet Dunes. They just have no good blocks then. Honk, don't you go nowhere. Don't touch that dial. This might have like not been necessary, but it's a lot of freaking damage. They go block, block, block. Take 6. Gain 3. Little guilt strip action. All right, get a fumigate. I guess I shouldn't F6. It's fumigate, settle, or bust, I think. Damn, that's aggressive. I think we're gonna block. Because if we don't block and they have Fumigate, we can't save our Vanguard. We're going to block here. Alright, so they definitely have Fumigate. And they just die. I don't know what they have. Oh, and they gain life. Duh. Okay, sure. Okay, never mind. I don't know what they have. So they Fumigated there. They go to 5. We attack, play land, whatever. We are drawing landing, sure. All right, cool. Mass removal or nothing. All right. I wish we had like a shock. That'd be cool. Dismember, shock, something. So I'm a little more interested in removal on the draw. Honestly, Harvester seems pretty good, too, on the draw. Maybe we should cut a few of our pump effects. I like Trial because Vigilance is actually pretty huge. We're going to cut the Pride of Conquerors. And add 2 Harvesters. And maybe add a 3rd Harvester in. On the draw, I'm a little concerned that, like we kind of just Goldfish them that game. With a pretty good hand. I'm concerned on the draw we're not going to be able to do that. Let's cut 1 Servo Exhibition and add a 3rd Harvester. I kind of wish we had an extra land in our board, but we don't. But this is fine. We're on the draw. Relic Norm, welcome to the stream, my friend. I explained it earlier. I'll explain it again for you, though. Goblin Chainwheeler is perhaps one of the best cards in the format, and I don't want every card in our deck to die to it. So we're playing the Snubhorn over the 2-1. 2-1 is very, very good. We're trying out Snubhorn. It's been pretty good so far, honestly. We have plenty of 1-drops to not play this on turn 1. Obviously, we don't have it here. It blocks fine, and a 3-3 is pretty big. So, we're trying it out. But yeah, Chain Roller is the card that really invalidates a lot of things. We're trying to not get caught up in that. Alright, so if we draw no more lands, our hand is insane. Obviously, it looks bad on turn 1. But we have 8 other 1-drops also. So... playing on turn 1 is sort of like the fail state, not the usual. Best card in Dominaria for standard, Chainwheeler or History of Karn. History or Karn is Chainwheeler, and it's not close.
Jim sellout.
I think Lana Elves is the actual card you're looking for. I think Karn and History are both fine, but not amazing. But yeah, Chain Whirler is the best card in the set. Chain Whirler is the most impactful card in the set. It's not close. I think Chain Whirler was a huge mistake, design-wise. I did say I wanted to draw no more lands. But I think we're still good here. As you can see, we'll have City's Blessing on turn 4 easily. And yeah, resub, Femoral, 3 months. The only thing better than a new sub is a returning sub. Femoral, thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate your support. This is my full-time gig. My full-time gig. It's what I do for a living. I stream here on Twitch, write articles on StarCityGames.com. I travel to tournaments with Team BCW, and I coach as well. So I pay my bills. So it's all thanks to you fine folks for watching. Thank you for taking your Sunday and hanging out with me. Like I said, I skipped my weekly poker or my monthly poker tournament for this because I was just so excited for Dominaria. Fatal Push my knight. Yeah, sure. SCG next weekend is teams. I will not be there. Do I think a Chain Whirler ban is possible? Honestly, yes. I think Chain Whirler is extremely similar to Ferocidon in what it does to the format. It's not... Chain Whirler is not Aetherworks Marvel. It's not Skull Clamp. It's not a card like that that's broken. It's a card that makes Magic unfun to play, basically, because it limits what so many decks can do in the format, just like Ferocidon did. So, alright, we draw a spell to cast here, or not a land. Come on. Alright, this is sick. We've actually drawn, what, 4 lands in a row? Alright, that's pretty frustrating. Alright. Does BCW pay for my travel to SCG events? I'm not going to disclose the monetary parts of my contract with BCW, so you can assume whatever you want. Not doing it for free, obviously. So, guess we just swing here, right? I mean, there are two cards off of City's Blessing, which kind of sucks. Get a little aggressive here, I suppose. Thoughts on Mono Red God Pharaoh Gift Goblin deck from yesterday? It seemed really cool. We played 2 leagues yesterday with Ban Approach update and Sram Auras update. Our round 1 with Ban Approach was against a really cool Mono Red Goblins God Pharaoh's Gift deck. Deck seemed cool, for sure. That video goes up on YouTube in the next few days. Another Aspirant. And no more permanents. Alright, can we draw a spell, please, next turn? This is a weird attack.
Perhaps today is a good day to die.
Why would they attack like this? Oh, duh. Now they have City's Blessing. I'm an idiot. Stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Okay. Yeah, we're in a bit of trouble here, I think. I mean, like, obviously we've drawn 4 lands in a row, so it's understandable we're in trouble, but nonetheless, an army of flyers plus lifelinking blockers is, I mean, this is actually ridiculous. We're playing 20 lands in our deck. I guess we're just gonna mush an expertise. Trading off tokens with servos. Maybe we don't. We just mush with the bigger creatures because we don't want to trade these because we have a Shefet Dunes available. So this is bad though. We're in big trouble here. New Teferi is very, very good. Played 1 copy of New Teferi in our Band Approach deck yesterday. Expertise with nothing to cast. Yeah. Pretty tilting, honestly. To draw 5 lands in a row in our mono white weenie deck with 20 lands in it. We do have good lands at least. So our lands are not blank. But this is a pretty hard combo to beat here. Maverin plus a bunch of flyers. There's still a chance, like... Call to the Feast? Alright, now there's probably no longer a chance. So if you just tuned in, our opening hand was Snubhorn, Expertise, History, Expertise, Shefet Dunes, Plains, Plains. So we've drawn 6 lands in a row. Actual 6 lands in a row in our 20 land deck, and now we are dead. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell y'all. Sram's Expertise obviously much worse if we're not casting a spell off of it. So what are you gonna do? I mean, put some GMD salt in chat and move on. What was that, round 2? So we're 1-1 with our White Weenie deck. We beat mono red. We just lost to vampires. But we're ready to roll. If you haven't followed the stream, make sure you follow the stream. And more Dominaria Standard coming up. Time to pull out the old hyper geometric calculator or whatever to see the percent chance of that. Nah, no math on stream. No math on stream. Shuffler, tilt, etc. Complain. Right, Burnsy? Burnsy, how unreal was that? Burnsy, you want some Dominaria cards? All right, cool. There you go, Burnsy. Hey, relax. Come here. Relax. All right, bud? Take it easy. Take a load off. Get it, Burnsy. Nice. Go, Burnsy. Oh, feed Burnsy a Plains? Good idea. Forget that, Burnsy. Here. There we go. We drew one too many Plains. So now Burnsy can get in there and fix it up. Not lunch. He's just eating lunch now. All right, whatever. Let's go. Ooh. 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 On the play, we can't keep this one. This hand's pretty good, too. Make this Marshal into a Plains. Oh, man. Obviously, we get all lands or no lands. Blah, 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 magic. Blah, 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 variants. Blah, 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 whatever. All right, that sounds pretty good. I'll keep. Servo Exhibition. This card seems a little underpowered. It would allow for a turn 2 landing flip, but there's no way we're playing that over Vanguard. We're gonna bottom this. Let's find a better card. Take it. Whirler is gas. Chain Whirler is really good. Yeah. Yeah, we're probably drawing 5 lands in a row here, but that's all right. Wreck that Plains, Burnsy. Get it. He smashed it. Good, Burnsy. The only downside to playing Adanto Vanguard is you can never F6. You know? That kind of sucks. I like F6ing.
Fresh meat.
Holy crap, dude.
Thanks for following, everyone. Oh, that's not going to help you, friend. This is not a scrappy scrounger matchup, let me tell you. Pride of Conquerors, eh? That's pretty good. Alright. Almost City's Blessing. Thoughts on a new 2-drop Knight over the Mana Servo card? Might be better. I wanted to really push the City's Blessing because I was scared that this card wouldn't do anything. What we got here?
Got some Mexican for Burnsy.
A big yellow rice box for Burnsy? I'll just hide in there and no one will ever see him.
Fine, I'll leave it for later. Well, on your taco, meat, lettuce, cheese?
No lettuce.
No lettuce, just meat and cheese?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. And your rice and fresh water.
Thanks. Nicole was making tacos, so you got a rice box for Burnsy. All right, Burnsy. Oh, you're saying play the 2/1 Knight over the Servo card? Just more 1-drops? I don't know. Maybe. All right, Burnsy, here you go. I'm never going to see him again. Death Gorge Scavenger, sure. Pride of Conquerors, Baffling End. We're currently at 7 permanents. Landing's going to flip. So we can cast Sentry also. It's pretty great. Oh, yeah, this is a pretty insane hand. We're just doing it. I guess this can stay back. Wait. 4, yeah. Tacos. All right. So any permanent next turn is City's Blessing. We also have Pride of Conquerors for 100 million billion damage. I did the math. Thought about playing Scrap Heap Scrounger in this deck. Just play Isolated Chapel and Courtyard. That's actually a really good idea. I like that a lot. Very good idea. Easy game. New sub, Eddie. Eddie, what's up, my friend? Eddie, what's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you from? And what do you want to name Nicole's puppy? Nicole has brought me a taco.
Yeah, don't lie to me, Eddie. You sub for the tacos.
Taco.
It's just beef and cheese, but...
Yeah, I'm boring. What do you want from me?
Yeah.
All right.
I got the lettuce.
Yeah, Scrap Heap actually sounds really good. As far as like gaining resilience against control decks, not dying to Chain Whirler, I kind of like it, honestly. Name the puppy Taco.
Yay!
That's not a bad.
It would always be taco time, especially like a little like corgi puppy.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
That's a great name.
All right.
Taco is a great name.
John, everyone's here now.
Now every party.
Hi. Everyone's hi to John and Nicole.
I was just dropping off lunch.
What's up, bud? Yep.
I wanted to give you just a quick hello and a hug.
Oh, what's up, bud? What do you think?
And hello, chat.
Yes. We got 900 viewers. All right. So anyway,
Cool.
We're gonna cut the Pride of Conquerors.
Let me know if you need any.
We're gonna. Yeah, I'm a basic taco. No monument. We're playing 16 creatures and half of them cost 1 mana. Do I want binding here too? I don't think so. Let's try this, I guess.
Hey Flash, wanna hear a joke?
Yeah, let's try this. There's some rice here too. Look at this. Delivery lunch. A little White Weenie, little tacos. And a million lands. History is so good, though. Do we just keep this and see how good history is? Like, we're on the draw. We're very, very likely to draw a 1 or 2 drop. And we're going to go turn 3 history, turn 4 history, turn 5 pump, turn 6 pump. I'm keeping. This is an experiment to see how good history is. And, like, honestly, we're pretty likely to draw spells, right? It has to happen. Obviously. Obviously asked for it. Listen, you take things as you get them, right? All right, I'm gonna eat this taco right now. It's taco time. Scrap Heap again. A little better when I have nothing to play. All right, see, we did it. Yeah, Servo Exhibition seems a little eh. Do have Shefet Dunes though. I watched like the first few seasons of a league. I actually love it, but I never have time to watch TV really, so I haven't watched that much of it. Great show though, really, really funny show. Is that good for FNM and above? Looking to make a standard deck again? I mean, it's our first time playing it. We just built it. It seems pretty good. The cards are definitely good. I mean, maybe we should play 17 lands and not 20, but
Holy crap.
that sucks their guy got bigger. We could have just attacked. Obviously, our keep was kind of loose. Keeping a 5-lander is like never what you want to do usually. But I was curious how good like history into history was, and like we should draw some spells, you know, theoretically. Steel Leaf Champion? Seems weird in a deck with Swamp in it, but okay. 1 drop. Alright, it's actually pretty funny. I mean, our lands are good at least. We have Memorial and Shefet Dunes. These are all plains. I'd obviously be pretty unhappy, but... Alright, I mean... I need to tell Todd Stevens to stop fatal pushing Adanto Vanguards. I would hope he would know that. But... Do I consider myself to be more of a Magic pro or more of a land drawing pro? I'm like John Avon, yo. All I do is draw lands. Ha 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 ha. We could play 10 lands. Maybe we should play like 4 lands. We never draw more than 4. Yeah, these are very Planeswalker. Oh my god. Planeswalker-esque. What's up, Orange? Thanks to cheer, my friend. Look at Burnsy and his rice box. Look how happy he is. What a happy gerbil. Look, you give a gerbil a cardboard box, and literally nothing makes him happier. Look at him go. Alright. Scrap Heap and the 5/4, which cannot be blocked by creatures. This card's really good. Wow, this card's insane. Yeah, we're pretty dead. Like, we can't. We have to draw like Thopter Arrest, I guess. Fearsmith, I can totally disagree. You're only playing it in mono red anyway, so then you just get this back anyway. Oh my god! All right, we're just dead, I think. Let's stack this right, I guess. Yeah. I mean, Benalish Marshal is like actually not a bad draw, but it's just not going to matter, I don't think. We actually are. I mean, we're attacking for like 1 million here, but they block 2, and we just die. All right. I mean, yeah. All right. That's fine. That's fine. Why is Thopter Arrest my removal spell of choice? Why not? It's cheap. We're on the play again, so I'm much happy being more aggressive. I think we still want the Thopter Arrests, though. What did we cut? We cut the Pride of Conquerors. I'm still fine with that. I'm cool with this as is. Good lord. We really should play 10 lands. We're to mulligan. Miss hand has no power at all. That's better. Bottom. Snubhorn does look bad on our bad hands. Snubhorn does look bad. So maybe the Snubhorns aren't great. Maybe it's just like scoop game 1 to Chain Whirler for the most part and just like focus on boarding against it. All right. Okay, we're learning. Like, it's been very good on our good hands, right? If we draw a different 1-drop and other things to do, it's good. If it's our only 1-drop, it kind of sucks. All right, so they're on their nut draw here. That's cool. That's pretty good. All right. History. mean, Country Caravan, we are all in on the Ascend plan. We're playing Servo Exhibition, all 1-drops. Like, we're playing Cartouche. Maybe we should have more Cartouches, honestly. Like, White Cartouche is 1 mana, 2 permanents. That's a good cheap way to get the Sentry into Ascending. So it looks like our opponent's deck is actually... This card sucks. Yeah, I have a Forest. They had such a good aggro draw. Now they're playing Karn. Yeah. Nice defense we got there. Alright, so... Wish we had Baffling End, not Thopter Arrest, but we drew the Arrest instead of the End. I think we're just playing Marshal here, because I want to go for my big attack next turn. So I want the Knight already in play. Yeah, we're going to go next turn. So we're just going to go Marshal instead of go. Yeah. This card is overrated. People also aren't using it right. I played against a really cool green-white token deck playing Karn, and that was kind of cool because they were playing Servo Exhibition and Sram's Expertise, so the artifact token actually mattered, but... Alright, you can have Lionel Ropes. So next turn is going to be a pretty sweet attack. Scrap Heap Scrounger, sure. Galta. We have a new target for our Thopter Arrest. And we're attacking for about 50. We'd love to draw a 1-drop or a land. We'd not do that, unfortunately. But oh shit, actually we're not going to have a City's Blessing. That sucks. Alright. No, they have like 8 black lands. They drew a lot of them in game, the previous game, so it looked like they had more, but alright. We're just gonna swing at them. We're gonna lose our Marshal to the champion and deal 11.
You used to call me on my...
Thanks for following. Radagast the Brown.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, no land there sucks. No land or 1-drop. The deck is obviously all lands and 1-drops. Mostly. I think we're in trouble. They can fight something next turn. They have Hardikirin. Yeah, I think we're in a bit of trouble here. It's tough.
What the hell is that?
The flyer doesn't matter because of the Hardikirin. Can't really stop the Hardikirin, honestly. Thanks for following, everyone. If you're just tuning in, welcome to the stream. We're playing Mono White Weenie, Dominaria Standard. We're playing Snubhorn over the 2-1 because we are trying to hedge our deck against Chain Whirler, which is insanely good against us. We're also super go wide, so we really usually get City's Blessing on turn 3 or 4. It's been good, but I think we have too many of them. We have 8 other 1-drops. The games we cast this on turn 1 kind of suck, but not sure. We're still working on it. Like, I couldn't have every card in the deck die to Chain Whirler. And it was good against Mono Red for sure. But it might be right to just like scoop the Mono Red matchup in game 1, maybe, or I'm not really sure. We beat Mono Red. We lost to a Vampires deck. We flooded really bad in game 3.
Welcome aboard.
We're in game 3 here. It looks like we're gonna lose. I don't know. Opponent's deck is weird. I guess we have Shefet Dunes still. We're not like dead. All right. Maybe in retrospect, we shouldn't have attacked with the white guy. This card. Maybe we should have just like left it in play. I thought we were pretty far ahead, so pushing damage made more sense, but I'm sad we don't have it anymore. So maybe I shouldn't have attacked with that. Attacking into his heart just seems really difficult. Alright, I mean, we're just jamming stuff. We can't really attack. I guess we can attack, but all of our attacks kind of stink, and all their blocks are good, and we die in the backswing, so we're just going to play some stuff. I think we're pretty dead here. We draw like a Trial of Solidarity. Maybe we're alright, but... Arresting Steel Leaf early could have delayed Galta. Yeah, I mean, playing History on turn 3 was just, like, absolutely necessary.
Holy crap, dude.
I think. Thanks for following Lazy Dog, Dubstep Ninja. What's up, my friends? Uh-oh. Legendary fight card. Standard playable? You decide. I have not tried Wizards yet. I probably will. Probably try everything, honestly. You can have a Heart of Kieran. Yeah, I don't really know what we draw here to win. Even Trial, like, we can't stop the we're just taking 5 in the air twice, and we just can't stop it. So... More stuff? Doomfall. Why would you ever want Doomfall against me? Okay, opponent. I mean, kind of stinks. Our opponent's deck looks pretty bad, and we lost to it, so it never usually feels good. Means our deck probably sucks too. But all right, so we're 1-2. We're gonna keep battling though. Their deck's pretty solid. We're a super low to the ground White Weenie deck. We're playing 20 lands. You wouldn't know we're playing 20 lands because we've drawn quite a few lands many times, but we'll do a little deck tech on the changes I would make at the end of it. But yeah, let's keep going. How's Dominaria treating me? Dominaria is awesome. Little lunch too. Sorry, you guys. I gotta eat. You know. Opponent was like mono green Galta with vehicles and car and stuff. What's up, Rastlin? Yeah, follow the stream. Make sure you follow the stream, of course. Watching on YouTube, make sure you follow there. We got more Dominaria coming up. We got a mono red league after this, and more brews to come. I'll be playing a lot of Dominaria over the next few days. So if you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned for the live streams of that. If you're watching on YouTube, there'll be more videos coming as well. God, it's always 1 lands or 7 lands. I don't know what to say. I mean, see, every time. Opponent mulligans to 5. And we're on the draw. I'm just gonna keep. We go to 5. We have 5 spells. Like, our opponent mulligan to 5. We'll just beat them. All right, we'll top. What's up, Returning Dawn? Llanowar Elves. Amalek Takeover Day is going to be May 12th, I think. It's booked. All right. Greenbelt Rampager is here. Benalish Marshal also here. I don't want to hold the Cartouche for the Marshal. I think a 4/4 First Striker is better than the 2/1. This is going to have flying pretty soon anyway, so we're just going to chill. I mean, obviously having no other 1 or 2 drop kind of sucks, but... Opponent's probably playing sort of like mono-green Pummeler deck or something, maybe? Nope, they're playing the Hardakir and Galta stuff too. Okay. Okay, that's a card. So we get the Marshal. Next turn we get to get 1,000,000 tokens in play and City's Blessing. Which feels cool. Shuffler bugged, you heard it here first. Moto Shuffler bugged, you heard it here first. Doesn't work right. Only draw lands. Blame Worth, etc., etc. This is a card. It's definitely a magic card right here. So we take 1,000,000, and then we crack back for a lot. Snubhorn Sentry. I guess not much can block this stupid thing. We're actually dead. We have to... This card's insane. Like, this card is so good. Oh my god. Okay. I think we need to put 1,000,000 tokens in play and just try and kill our opponent next turn. Just go Srams into Servo and attack for 3. We'll just chump with the Skymarcher Aspirant and then try and have lethal next turn, I guess. We could play all 3 things that aren't Sram's expertise, but then we lose out on the attackers. I guess we have possibly more attackers. Cartouche Lifelink? Nothing here has lifelink. Expertise into Sentry? Alright, yeah, we're going to do what I just said we were going to do. We're going to go Expertise, Servo. We're going to attack for 3. And we're going to have Skymarcher to chump block the Steel Leaf Paladin. We can block the thingy too if necessary. And we're going to go for lethal next turn. We do have 5 2/2s in play, you know? We draw a land, we can cast Shefet, we can Shefet Dunes, we draw a spell, we can cast it. What makes lifelink tokens? This thing? No, it makes warriors. Branch Walker. That sucks. Obviously, it's a 3/2. Tilt. They're playing mono green. Can't beat removal anyway. So. They're just dead, right? Yeah, they're dead to a land. They have 2 blockers. All we draw is lands, so obviously we're just gonna win, right? 3, 6, 9. Yeah, they're super dead. All we draw is lands. Take Xaxes. Sweet. Good game. Alright, mono green again. Still want these Thopter Arrests. They seem pretty important. We might actually want, like, a Fragmentize. What did they show us? They showed us, Heart of Kieran. I guess they didn't show much else. It's pretty hard to, like, board. Yeah, that seems bad. On the draw, we're going to take out the Pride of... We don't draw Trial very much. Trial seems pretty good, actually. Shefet Dunes is great. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Burnsy's in goddamn heaven right now. He is in yellow rice heaven. He's somewhere in the box just chewing on it. Oh, he's in the back. You can see him. He's having the best time in the world. So Snubhorn, Servo, double history. This hand's great. Just gotta draw land. Lana Royale's so good. Alright, gotta draw land. Oh, I guess we have a turn 2 flip. Or turn 3 flip, possibly. Ronus' Monument. Alright, so... Double Snubs or Servo Exhibition. I think it's actually double Snubs. Nah, it's gotta be Servo, right? Yeah, it's Servo. So now we draw land. We're in insane shape. If we don't draw land, still good. Snub attack's safer, but like, how many guys can they actually have to block, you know? Sky Sovereign in the bin.
How did you get here?
I guess multiple guys to block. Although these would have died to Snubhorn anyway, so maybe we're not going to flip. Opponent is going... Where's the Storm counter? No History of Benalia. It's the best card in the deck, it feels like. History's been insane. Sram's expertise might not be necessary. Alright, we drew a land. Okay. So now we get to, yes, history. Grandpa, tell me about Benalia. Alright, so they can cast Galta here, probably. We have the Thopter Arrest, though, so it's whatever. Does gain Trample, which is a thing. Trample. Everyone loves Trample. D-Huck! Our 4th sub of the stream. Territorial Allosaurus. That card's pretty good. Holy shit. Our opponent just like turned for us. I mean, we're still alive, but we're basically dead. Alright. Take 11, I guess. D-Huck, what's your name? Where are you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where are you from? And what do you want to name Nicole's puppy? Told Nicole we get her a puppy if we got 1,000 subs. No Crux. There's only 5 basics in the deck. So, I think we probably can't beat a green creature regardless. So, maybe we're just going to play everything. Just play History and Snubhorn. We can even attack and flip. And then play another Snubhorn. This is, our opponent's draw has been almost perfect. No Galta, but arresting the monument. I mean, arresting the monument feels like destroying an Aether Vial. You know, we're like, unless their hand is perfect, it's not going to be that good. They've drawn 3 lands and all spells, though, so, like, hindsight looks bad. What's up, John? Alright, so we can attack with these 3 just to flip landing and cast a Sentry. Alright, they missed their 3rd land, so they have all gas, so. I don't really see.
Melvin.
So if they have a creature, we probably just can't win. So if they don't have a creature, we can trump the Allosaurus, and we actually have a lot of good blocks with our sentries, theoretically. Yeah, alright. We're just going to History. Sentry. Arrest the 5/5, attack with 3, then Snub. Maybe that's better. We would lose 1 creature, flip the thing. Maybe that's better. I don't know. That's fair. Yes. Burnsy is my pet box. Burnsy is a rice box. I got him at the store. And he was the only living box there. So... I mean, I don't know what we're thinking about here. Prey upon? Are you kidding me? They just have like the nuts, and it takes them this long to do it. They had Prey upon plus the bouncing creature to double trigger Ronus' Monument. To triple trigger Ronus' Monument. Go away, opponent. You're rude. You're very rude. Alright. Let's kill our opponent here. I don't like our opponent at all. Our opponent's a rude, rude person. Let's, maybe Saram's expertise is too slow. Maybe we do want Fragmentize now, because they have Heart of Kieran and Monument. Like, maybe we just need to go fast. Maybe we should cut the Saram's expertise, put in 2 Prides and 2 Fragmentizes. Obviously, like, expertise is very good with the rest of our deck and, like, the pump stuff, but they're always going to kill our stuff. I mean, their hand was basically perfect. So, I think their deck, I'm sure their deck is fine, but, like, that was definitely the ceiling of their deck. So, they're not going to do that every game. 2 Fragmentize, 2 Pride. Let's go super aggro. Although adding a spell... Now we have a lot of spells in our deck. Maybe we shouldn't... Maybe we shouldn't bother with Pride. Maybe leave in 2 Saram's expertise. Let's do 1 and 1. 1 Fragmentize and 1 Pride. I don't ever want to draw 2 Fragmentizes. I still want to keep some these in the deck. We're going to do this. Cut Saram, bring in Cruiser. I don't think Cruiser's good enough. I want to go super wide. This hand works. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep. You ever seen a living being happier than Burnsy is right now? Have you ever? Like we said earlier, when we cast Snubhorn on 1, it feels pretty bad. It's been fine otherwise, but maybe we just want more 1-drops. Llanowar Elves turn 1 every game. Tilt. Tilt. Alright, I mean, let's go, I suppose. In case you're wondering, Llanowar Elves is really good.
Melvin.
Territorial Allosaurus. Alright. Cartouche of Solidarity. Okay. Nothing's bigger than a 5/5. I mean, Pride of Conquerors is going to be good next turn. I guess we cartouche the... Cartouching Snubhorn blocks the 5/4. Right? It was a 4/4 first striker. Alright, I guess go. Yeah, it's a pretty beefy curve. I mean, we have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 29. We have 33 power next turn with our Pride of Conquerors. If we draw a land, we can go Sram's Expertise into Pride of Conquerors. Branch Walkers, sure. Yeah, Llanowar Elf is insane. Like, obviously, Llanowar Elf is like the best possible thing they could do. Sure. Alright, with no, like, if this is their turn, I think we're actually in okay shape. I think our Pride of Conquerors is going to be bananas. Oh, that one's good too. Okay. So, the big thing is that Pride of Conquerors allows everything to tree. I wish I could swing. It might leave the warrior. No. Like, if we draw a land and go X-Piece into Marshal, it's pretty insane too. We're going to leave back this one warrior, I think. Alright, what are their blocks? We're going to block these two. I mean, like, I guess like 5/5 here, 3/2 here, 3/4 on a Vanguard, 5/4 on a Vanguard probably. So the warrior can probably get in safely. Alright, I'm just going to attack. With all the vigilance, we should be okay. Yeah, this is going to be a huge blowout. Unless they're watching the stream and playing around it, which is possible, obviously. I guess worst case, we can just cast the Marshal if it's not going to be like lethal or a blowout. That one works out well for us. This one does not. This is a block for the ages. Thanks for following, everyone. Another poised to take 10 Poised to take 16 at the moment. Oh yeah, obviously it happens, Lump. Alright, this is kind of a weird... It's like a weird block overall. So we kind of have to cast it so their things will die. Right? Otherwise we trade, lose it, deal 10, they still have 2 5-power creatures. And this. Yeah, we should cast it. Stream sniping is when your opponent tunes into the stream to see what's in your hand. They go to 4. What's up, the Mino? The Minosaur. They draw the huge creature. Galta.
Hi.
We draw a land. I think we're in pretty good shape. Matt Gall says, how do I send you my deck list? Just post it in chat. Go to mtggoldfish.com. Put it in the deck builder. It's free to do, whatever. And send me a link to that. I'll do it after this league, though. That's ghosting. Same thing, yes. Alright, so how about a land? We're really good at drawing those. Nope. That's troublesome. So we don't have any good attacks now. Hitting Pride isn't very obvious there. I mean, like, their blocks didn't really line up well against Pride. Like, so... I'm not accusing them of sniping, obviously. I'm just saying it's possible. I would say, like, very rarely can you, like, say with almost 100% certainty they're sniping. It has to be really, really precise. Yeah, just like that, actually. Perfect. That deck tech will be after this league. To attack with the Vanguards? Into their creatures? What? HP, what's up, my friend? Welcome. We have 985 fantastic viewers. Give yourself a hand. We're almost at 1,000. So call grandma, call your family, call your friends, call your cousin who doesn't play. Tell them to tune into the stream. Oh, I should cast the Marshal? Yeah, that was dumb. Oh yeah, that was really stupid. I'm an idiot. I was so locked into like these two cards being one card that costs 4 mana. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. Also, yeah, 8 life with a 12/12 in play is a pretty tough. Oh, we did it. Stream's over. Over 1,000. Everyone go home. 1,011 viewers. Thanks for tuning in, my friends. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. And a sub too. Damn. Steel Leaf Champion, sure. Sweet. What are they doing here? So, we got HP Sniper, Snipper, Sniper, Snapper. Who knows? HP, what's your name? Where are you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where are you from? And what do you want to name Nicole's puppy? Deck tech. How much is this deck cost? I have no idea. So, Skymarcher allows us to obviously attack twice and kill them. If they attack me, however, I mean, the Snubhorn's playing some pretty good defense. I feel like they could have attacked the last turn or two. I don't necessarily want them to attack and kill me, but I guess we have enough guys. Playing Skymarcher is... That's a 2-turn clock. This is tough. It's funny, I almost don't want to incite them to attack, because I feel like if we draw a land, we're in great shape. Abdul, what's up, my friend? Yes, that Harpy to Spring deck was sweet back in the day. Alright. 2, 4, attack for 3. I guess any servo that gets through after that is also lethal. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'll play Skymarch. Yeah, like the Galta should have... I feel like the Galta should have attacked for sure. I feel like this might make them attack, but... Which is why I don't want to, like, I don't want to disturb a nest, you know? They're like, if they're happy not attacking, I'm happy with them not attacking also, but... Okay, Burnsy. The best time ever. They also have Oasis, too. Like, there's like 15 trample power. I can only block these things with one creature. So, I guess the crackback is pretty big. Alright, that's 15. Alright, so you block it with one servo. Yes, this is what I was afraid of. They definitely should have attacked last turn. But they're dead, though. Right? Because we have enough attackers now to swarm around with the Marshal. Yeah, they just, like, teamed here. I might have been dead. Oh, shit. I screwed up. God damn it. Yeah, the Knight obviously had to block, not the... I have Shefet Dunes. Are they still dead? They have 4 blockers. I punted. Ah, it's so frustrating. Alright. Yeah, I just wasn't thinking. And now there is no recourse. Flying, block 4. Punt! I'm sorry, Burnsy. I let you down. God, it sucks so much. Yeah, obviously we should block with the 2-2, go to 2, and then cast Marshal and kill them. Wow, that sucks. Alright. Maybe they won't attack. If they alpha, we were dead, yes. Tilt. Kenra. Alright. Alright. That felt bad. We just had the game totally won. Should play the Marshal last turn. Could have survived the Alpha Strike. Maybe. Yeah, I didn't think they would attack. Given how timid they were the previous 2 turns. Alright, that kind of sucks. Obviously, we just threw a match away. We should have won that match. But, it's brutal. Brutal! Alright, well, we still have a great audience. We're still playing Standard. Mono Red's coming up next. We got one more match to go here. Man. Punt City. We got a deck tech to do after this match, too. It's going to be cool. How much to make Nicole walk in, yell punt, and walk out? $20. $10. $10. Anyone else think that DAR is a very weird code for Dominaria? DAR. It's weird. Every set has a 3-letter code. So like, Kaladesh was KAL, etc. Dominaria's code is DAR. I don't get it. Yeah, like Dom, DMA, like, I don't know. Alright, let's go here. This deck is pretty cool. I think our deck is a lot better than our record indicates. I think we had some bad plays and some awkward draws. Ugh. I'm going to keep in the back of double history. It's Dom on the actual cards, really? It is Dom on the actual cards. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Ugh. Hey! We didn't draw land. We actually had a pretty good draw there. I think we can play Cartouche right now. We're playing history next turn for sure. Yes, good. Good draw. We did it. Rootbound Crag. Okay. Alright, so also a good draw. Look at this. We're doing it now. We've suffered through enough pain and misery, and now we're drawing good. Alright, so Aspirant's dead. Magma Spray? Sure. Are any decks looking like they're going to be tier 0? I mean, Mono Red's going to be really, really good. But I mean, it's far too early to tell. What's up, Kick Jones? This token is really cool. I'm not too big on like art stuff. Like I'm very rare like, oh, that art's really cool. But it's pretty cool. I do like the art styling on the sagas. The vertical like tapestry is a really cool idea. Very clever. I like it. Wow. All right. It's pretty good. Do we want to trade a knight here? I don't think so because we are just gonna get more stuff next turn. Yeah, we're just gonna play another history here. Play a land and just mush them next turn for like 1,000,000. Like, next turn is going to be sweet. We actually haven't drawn a trial. Oh, no, we drew trial once. Never mind, I lied. We have drawn Trial of Solidarity. Trial of Solidarity. We haven't drawn like our global pumps very much. We've drawn the Cartouches a lot. We have 2 Cartouche, 2 Trial of Solidarity, and 2 Conqueror's Pledge. We've drawn Cartouche like 1,000,000 times. Not the others that much. Yeah, I mean, the next 2 turns are going to be insane. We did not play against any control decks. 2 mono green decks, a mono red deck. This opponent right here, and something I forgot. All right, so probably our removal spell here, which is fine. I suppose I actually stacked it right by accident. I didn't even think about it because I was talking, but that works. I mean, I feel like they have a lightning strike, but whatever. That was a pretty good draw also. So, yeah, how about that? I like them apples. Attack for 100,000,000. I suppose curving out, emptying your hand on turn 5 is pretty good. Just gonna throw that out there a little bit. So this probably dies. They kill the token. They take 12. I'm totally cool with that. Next turn we attack for 100,000,000 again. Yeah. Close game. Can't believe they punted that last game. Still riled up about it. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It hurts. So what does everyone think of the deck so far? I think there's some cool stuff happening here for sure. I think some of our card choices might be off. Like I said, we'll discuss that in the post-league wrap-up. But a lot of these cards are pretty good. History of Benalia and Benalish Marshal have both definitely impressed for sure. Right, Burnsy? Right. Oh, vampires, right. Yeah, we lost some good vampire draws. That's fair. Orange, thanks, my friend. Punts do happen. They do. We're not buying a 2/1 1-drop knight. I wanted to make the deck more resilient to Goblin Chain Whirler. Yeah, Scrap Heap sounds great. It's actually a really good idea. It's possible we want to, like... And then maybe with Scrap Heap, we can actually board, like, Duress against, like, a control deck or something like that, or something of the sort. Do gerbils smell? Very little, actually. Gerbils are desert animals, so they are extremely efficient with their waste. They pee very, very infrequently, and their poop is usually very, very dry. So gerbils are perhaps one of the best smelling rodents there is.
Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Had to follow for the shirt. Glassjaw __. Wow, I like that. Glassjaw __. Got my shirt off the color and the top word. Forced. That is a Glassjaw shirt. Very, very awesome. I'm from Long Island. I've seen Glassjaw play probably 20 times. They're my favorite band. So, Ferret Smell, yes. Ferret Smell really bad. All right, what are they playing? Like red, green, something? Do I even want anything here? Probably Bindings, I guess. Probably have like Flamewake Phoenixes and stuff. Bring these in. They're going to have some mass removal probably too. Let's cut the Pride of Conquerors. You know, Pride's pretty good, but... I want to draw Trial. I think Trial is better than Pride. Oh, I want Binding. I want Thopter Arrest. Let's try that. I have Glassjaw on my sleeve. I mean, it's like really small, right?
Happy beautiful Sunday, everyone.
M. Klein, thank you, my friend. This is a weird hand. We're going to keep. Seeing Glassjaw in August? Sweet. Am I going to GP Vegas? Probably not. Harvester's meh. Triple Landing? It's not great. Watch out for Brontodon? Sure. Thoughts on Radiant Destiny? We have too many varied creature type. Too many varied creature types in this deck. Have I curved Sram's expertise into Lord? Yes. It's been very, very good. So we're going to have a choice next turn of going Baffling End or double Legion's Landing. Obviously, the extra landings are not usually that good, but... Yeah, Seal Away is very, very good. Early 2000s Glassjaw? I mean, Glassjaw is great in general. Glassjaw's newest album is definitely good, but it hasn't hit me like everything else does. Like, everything else they've done has been, like, off the charts. I love their 6-song EP that was, like, pretty different. I loved it. But the new album, like, the first 2 or 3 songs are, like, incredible, and it kind of trails off a little bit. It's still good, but... Yeah, Seal is a defensive card, not an offensive card. All right, I mean, I guess we're going to rock our Legion's Landings. The coloring book's insane. Like, I didn't get it at first. When I first heard it, I was like, this is kind of weird. I don't really, like, it's kind of, like, simple but complicated. Like, there's no, like, no heaviness to it, really, but, like, it's so good. Raise your hand in chat if you like Glassjaw. There's 1,000 viewers again. Give yourself a hand. Terrific audience. Thank you. What are donation bonuses? They're on the screen right now. No leagues and no 2-player queues right now. We're doing only Dominaria stuff. So I do have a deck tech on tap after this league, though, so we'll get to that shortly. Glassjaw, the newest one? Yeah, like the first song, like New White Extremity, they released that like a few months before releasing it, and that song is insane. It's like probably like top 5 of their songs, but the rest of the album's kind of just like, it's good, but nope, I'm still waiting for YouTube monetization. It's been like 4 months. 4 months and thousands and thousands and thousands of hours watched. This is a deck I would consider for Atlanta. It seems good. There's something there. I don't think we're like fully there yet. But, alright, so we're going to slam here and hope they don't. Yeah, snipes for sure. Naturalized Legion's Landing? Oh. Oh. Alright. It's not actually that bad, but I really wanted to flip it this turn. We're going to attack. I listen to Life of Agony? Not really. I'm always happy to hear music suggestions, though. Follow me on Twitter and tweet them at me. I can't check it now, obviously. New sub, The Caffeinated. The Caffeinated, what's up, my friend? What's your name? Where you from? How long you been playing Magic? Favorite card of all time? Favorite deck of all time? Most important, what's your name? Where you're from? What do you want to name Nicole's puppy? And nice graveyard. It's 287 subs. That's pretty good. Sure. Yeah, I've heard the name Life of Agony. Are they that band that sings no, that's not it. That's Creed. Creed kind of sucks. Rekindling Phoenix, sure. Attack for 1. They're really playing defense against this Legion's Landing. They do not want this thing flipping. Alright. So now we're kind of online. We get to cast Marshal. They have 1 card in hand. We don't really have any good. We could trial here. But I mean, we can't. We can if we draw another land, we can trial and then Baffling End the token. But Creeds, they're honestly their earlier stuff. I used to listen to like, you know, like WRCN, like rock radio, when I was like 13, and they played like that was like when their first album came out. Like they were like fine, their songs were all right, but all right. So we're gonna Marshal, I guess. Not really happy with any of our options here, but I think Marshal's probably where we're at. ATX? Oh, that means. Been playing since Fallen Empires. Bones for dog name. Favorite deck is Fires of Yevmaya. Sweet. Trial, Swing, then Sram into Lord next. It's not bad. But, yeah, that might be better. I don't know. I'm not sure. Obviously, we can save Trial for a bigger board, theoretically. So, attack, flip, landing, extras, Marshal. We lose 2 tokens, though. And, like, now we're not pumping much. I don't think we're in like huge rush here. Like, they only have 2 cards in hand. They had 1, you know, previously. Phoenix is fine. We're not doing a ton. Like, that's a pretty big tilt. But alright, I mean, that's a pretty big swing. I mean, like, that's like, they only had 1 of those cards, and they just drew the other one. So, like, that's a pretty big swing, obviously, but and now they can internalize the Kenra. God, Lana Rolls is so good. Okay. So now we can go. I don't hate Expertise, Exile, Attack with all 3. Kind of like that. So now our trial next turn is insane. Jade Light Ranger? Sure. Do I see a Sapperling deck being good in Standard? No. Goblin Chain Whirler, one of the best cards in the format. A lot of the fun decks you want to build, Goblin Chainwheeler says no, you can't build that. Glorybringer on top? Okay, we're boned. Conqueror's Pledge? We boarded that out, didn't we? Pride of Conquerors, whatever. Yeah, I would sell on Karn. Sell Karn. Karn is not that good. It's fine, but it's not that good. Overrated. Trial. Where do you read about how good Chainwhirler is? Funny you ask. My article on StarCityGames.com. Alright, we got a trial here and gain a bunch of life. And just mash. And it's honestly a pretty good attack. I think the new Mox is good. Better in Modern than in Standard. How's our deck beat Chainwhirler? That's how we're playing Snubhorn. And our sideboard, we just sideboard out a lot of our 1 toughness guys. We beat Mono Red in the first match of our league. So now they can... No, she doesn't mind. Doesn't matter. Never mind. 3, 6, 9, 12. This isn't bad. What are Dominaria additions to Approach? Teferi's very good. I played the Bant Approach deck on a league yesterday. And we went 4-1. Deck felt pretty good. We played 1 Teferi, kind of wanted 2. And then Seal Away, we played 4 Seal Away. That video will be up on YouTube soon. Alright, I mean, it's not bad, right? There are 2. We have Shefet Dunes in play and 4 creatures. So we have 4 lethal creatures in play. They can Glorybringer us, but we board out the Pride Conqueror thing because I felt like I might bring in mass removal or something. Oh wow, nothing. Wow, but they're just dead. Why would they? I guess they're just dead anyways. It doesn't really matter. Like we just Shefet Dunes and kill them. We know their card's Glorybringer, so they're just dead. All right, whatever. Works for me. I guess there's dead either way, so sure. I mean, like... Okay. So, we should have 3-2'd. We 2-3'd. I punted a match pretty badly in round 4. Let's look at our deck and talk about it a little bit. Little recap. So, deck felt good. I think we were a little too deep on the Snubhorns. Maybe we just, like I said, kind of like, not scoop game 1 to Chainwhirler, but like... Just let him have it, kind of, and just play the 2-1. I also think I think these are kind of bad too. I think maybe we should go like Servo Exhibition was like okay, but not great. Cartouche was very good actually. Trial was good also. Pride was good. I don't know. We didn't draw it very much. So it's kind of hard to say. I'm still not exactly sure what mix I want of of pump effects. The Vigilance on Trial was pretty good. So we probably want some bodyguards. Maybe we want to like just play 4 bodyguards and 3 Snubhorns and not play Servo Exhibition. This card was kind of bad, honestly. Also, there was an idea of playing Scrap Heap and just playing 8 black lands. That is a pretty cool idea. I actually like that a lot also. That interests me a lot. So it's another possible option. We just play 4 of the black-white fast land and 4 of the black-white buddy land. That does make the mana a little weird because now we're losing this many planes. So our black-white land is not always going to come in untapped. You might want to cut these memorials if we're going to do that. Which makes sense because Scrap Heap is a mana sink anyway. Thanks for following, everyone. That's a cool idea. Definitely a few ways to go for sure. Monument makes no sense in the deck because we have only 16 creatures and they all cost 1. History was insane. Marshal was insane. Sram's expertise was very good with both of them. The 2/1 2-drop makes token when it dies. I think it's a little weak. It's a little underpowered, I think. You could go like super low to the ground and just play these 8 1-drops, 4 Snubhorns, 4 of the 2/1 new creature, and 4 cartouches, and just go ballistic and play like, maybe even cut these and play like 18 lands, and go really low to the ground. Could try that too. Definitely a few ways to go, but we went 2-3. We punted a match. It should have been 3-2. We just our opponent attacked us with a 15-15 trample, and we were at 15, and we had Plains, Painland, and all we had to do was untap and play a Benalish Marshal, and we win. But I blocked with a 1-1 instead of a 2-2, so we couldn't use our Painland, and we died. So it was a dumb mistake I made. We should have won that match. So it should be 3-2. But if we're adding black, do we add the first strike 2-drop knights? I don't know. I don't think so. But definitely a few ways to go. But the most important thing is that there's definitely something here. Marshal and History is a pretty good core. These cards were very, very good. So, sweet. So that's going to do it for this league. The stream will continue. We have a mono red league to play as well. The YouTube video is going to end if you're watching that. If you haven't followed the stream on Twitch, make sure you follow. Haven't followed on YouTube, make sure you follow that. If you're on YouTube, stay tuned for the next video and check out all the other videos as well. If you're on Twitch, stay tuned for mono red. So YouTube, thanks for watching.